Hiya, my name's Savannah Marshall and you're watching Sport and Icons.
Okay, so I've seen a lot of comments from many of you this morning on the recent videos where you're mentioning how no contract has been signed between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk as of right now, as of today, as of me recording this particular video. Now, Frank Smith of Matchroom, he mentioned it earlier on today as well, and quite a few other people have mentioned it within the boxing world. No contract has been signed. Will this fight be delivered within 5.5 weeks left? Is it enough time? All that kind of stuff. Now, I think a lot of people will be surprised at how many fights only get signed on contract fight week. And a lot of them big fights. Not as big as this one, but big fights. So it's not something that I'm particularly concerned about because no contract's been signed. Now, of course, if no contract's been signed, what that means is that either fighter, either team can walk away without any repercussions. That's all that really means. Of course, if you sign a contract, then you're contracted to take this particular fight at this particular fee on this particular date. So you can't walk away unless you have a legitimate reason to walk away, i.e. injury, however. So it doesn't really concern me that much. I mean, okay, it concerns me a little bit because obviously it's Tyson Fury and you never know what he's going to do from one day to the next. And of course, I did a video early hours this morning where Tyson Fury's trainer, Sugar Hill Stewart, had not yet arrived in his training camp. As I said, only five weeks left or thereabouts. He's now there, okay? He's now arrived this morning. As luck would have it, happened to be when I uploaded that video, right? Tell you the amount of times this kind of thing happens. But no contract being signed, it's not a big deal for me. It really isn't. And I understand those who will see it as a big deal because obviously you don't trust the fight to not happen. If there's no contract, then Fury could just have one of his moments and go, see you later. And doesn't even need an excuse, doesn't need a reason for it because there's no repercussions for it other than maybe some bite back from fans. But like Tyson has said on quite a few occasions, he doesn't really care what people think. So from that perspective, I understand people's concerns. It is better to have the contract signed, and I imagine it probably will be. I imagine that they'll probably get it done probably before this weekend, because I'm sure Frank Warren would like to get it down on paper. I'm sure Bob Arum would too, and Alexander Krasuk would love to get it on paper. That way, the fight is on. At the minute, they can say it's on, but anything can and does happen. It's boxing, right? So anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. I am pretty confident that the fight will happen. I don't know if it will happen on April 29th, but until we hear otherwise, April 29th is the date. So ultimately, we have to wait and see. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.